is just score touchdowns on those drives. That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Dart. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help them.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The tight end in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It's fielded at the 45. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Hurts. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
At the Eagles' 23-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Tracy. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Under pressure, to him again. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Loose inside the 30. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Right back to Tracy. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing his dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Complete. Smith has it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They'll get 11, but it'll still send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That's complete. It's Neighbors. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Dart. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
That's another
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shot here on the ground. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. From the gun, Dart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's Dart. Wide open receiver complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks.
For the Giants field goal.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Back to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. Second and long. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Eagles on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. A turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Dart. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
180, 180, 63, 63, 63.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now, hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's caught, Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Powell to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. This is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Running left is Tracy. And he'll go down at the 28.
Go!
lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So for the Giants, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the downward spiral continues as they